Champion King of the Dot has blessed us at World Domination 7. Verb versus B-Dot. I've been asking about this. I've been crying about this since B-Dot stepped in the game. With the Lux comparisons, we all know who Verb wants. I saw the face-off that Organic took, put it on his Instagram, put it on his Facebook. I'm like, when is this match going to happen? It wasn't guaranteed to us. Now that it's here, I am grateful. I am happy. Overall, I love the match. But I got to address this. Like I said before, the time limits. This match was supposed to be 4 minutes minimum. We both know these guys love the conversation. They love to speak, especially B-Dot. Did you, King of the Dot, did you not see his previous matches? Danny Myers, Strick, Daylight. He should have never been booked for 2:30. I don't even think he should be booked for 3. It should have been like a 5-minute round. Y'all should have paid these guys the proper amount to make it happen in advance. It shouldn't have been last-minute negotiations. This was appetizer. You know what I mean? So, but overall, good match. That's my only problem with the match. I felt B-Dot and Verb did their thing. Tech9, how do you feel?
Great match.
Okay.
I think this is, we got to see glimpses of the old Verb come back in this battle.
Are you looking at my notes?
Nah, you know, it was good to see Verb really get into it. It wasn't pay Verb.
Oh yeah.
It was Verb.
Vegan Verb. Vegan Verb. We got a new name. B-Dot, classic B-Dot, finding ways tailored for that opponent in the 3rd round, or it could have been the 2nd round where he had it all tailored and figured out for Verb. Writing was great. The writing for both the material, both of the materials was good. I thought this was a really good matchup. Fire battle, one of the better battles that take place this year. Yeah,
I was really impressed, and it has a lot of replay value.
It does. So I'm gonna say thank you, B-Dot. I like B-Dot, man. I do.
I do too.
I like what B-Dot brings to the table. He makes everyone prepare accordingly. Because if you don't prepare for B-Dot, you will be ran through.
Yes, you will.
So all his matches, honestly, I'm looking at him in terms of Battle Rap of the Year. He might be in the conversation.
That's true.
And Verb did his thing. Verb knew that you played around B-Dot. All the claims that they put on Twitter, the polls, or Verb is washed. You knew that a loss to him, a clear loss, to say that, they'd have been on Verb heavy. Let's get into the first round. Do we disagree here? Let's see if we disagree.
Let's just go.
Let's see what happens.
Round 1. Verb has a Mason, Bezel, Waving Feathers, and Vacation Weather.
Thought that was dope.
We don't want to hear you rap about our ancestors with all them hand gestures. See, you drop jewels, but when I drop jewels, I hand set them. He's talking to him now.
Yeah.
Type to get front of the brick, come back flossing, and front on who fronted you the brick. You know, what's up, dog? What be that? You that type of guy, bro?
I hope not.
Like I put you in a game and then fronting on me?
I don't think you gotta do that.
Okay. You just an artist in front of the bag, you little rap snack. We all seen the rap snacks with the kids. What? Come on, man. Where I'm from, they say cuz outside and his arms clapping like it's way too many bugs outside. I mean, and Verb did that. Fire. Great round from Verb. Like you said, the time limits, it was short. You wanted more. Every round you wanted more and more and more. Verb was consistent.
One line from Verb in this match that had me like, oh, he's here. That is you.
I'm in your city without no hand metal. Not worried like, man, F him. I'm a boss. You point at me, I get your hand severed. I'm conscious and rebel. I crush your Mount Rushmore dreams in my bare hands and then hand you the damn pebbles. Yo. Y'all better stop playing with me.
Like that, I'll crush your Mount Rushmore dreams and hand you the damn pebbles.
That was fire. That was crazy.
Verb, I see you. B-Dot in the second, though. I mean, B-Dot first round.
B-Dot comes out. Verb, if these your last days, and this gonna be your last hour, and we gonna make this 60 minutes last tonight. That whole he hit the stage. He hit the stage as only big cheers. I give him that Dr. Phil. You know what I mean? He said, I hit the stage as only big cheers. I give him that Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil. He's got big. I'm on point to it. To get to the point, I would have cut to the chase. O.J. Simpson, White Bronco.
We could have caught the fade, or you could have got the gun, butt to the face, and a knife for your homie. And to get to the point, I would have cut to the chase. Now you stuck with the case.
He say, now you stuck with the case. after that whole thing with court, they sent you over. They sent you over to prosecute my awesome start. Well, here go old itch mad because she never got the juice. Marsha Clark, dope line. B dot. I gotta say something to you. You can't use legendary OJ case schemes and start changing people's names. Her name is not Marsha Clark. It's Marcia Clark. Oh, brother, I pay attention very closely, and OJ, that's one of those cases where a lot of people know about it.
It just popped in my. I thought it was right.
It's not Marsha Clark. It's Marcia Clark.
That's what we got technical 9 here for.
I'm not sure if you slipped the name up or whatever. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm just gonna correct you because it needs to be corrected.
Marcia Clark.
But it's definitely Marcia Clark. She was the prosecutor in the case.
Tech 9 is right.
In the OJ case. So I just want to point that out there. But trying to find a new vehicle. Battle rap stopped believing you. Half the fans left you. The other half is remedial. How you disrespect Mac, bite the hand that was feeding you. Then B Dot then he turns around and he I'm sorry. He says how you bite Smack, the hand that was feeding you. But then I want to point out how B Dot turned to use the old round against who did he battle on Smack? And he used the old round coming at Smack.
Emerson Kennedy,
right? It's amazing to see him put these things together.
Full surface.
He's saying coming at a Verb about the Smack, and then he already has it in mind that watch what I do with this.
Yeah.
So and that's what I had written down. I want to just point that out. It's just incredible to see the type of artwork that he puts together. The guy's amazing at setting his own rules. Oh yeah, the guy I'm talking. B-Dot's amazing at setting his own rules and breaking them. And that's what I meant to say here, as far as the A Verb and fight the hand that was feeding you. He set the rule there, but then he went on and so he said.
Care if you get mad, bro. It ain't like you some shooter from St. Louis that's known for letting their hands go. We seen you in a rage on stage. You threw us for a loop. Hey, in that little fiasco, we didn't know if you was gonna kick or push, but scrap. We know it ain't gonna be that though. I gotta ask though.
Referring to the Hitman Holler. He was on stage with K-Shine and Hitman Holler.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be that though.
Yeah. I
think that was a known event too, yup.
Saying I'm a fake Lux, and if it wasn't for him planting a seed, I never see the grass grow. I see this GMO, but I'm harvest these raps, bro. You can't just weed through the crop out and modify it like Monsanto. That's what he said. Monsanto. That whole GMO Monsanto. For those who don't know, Monsanto is a leader in genetically engineered seeds. They have crops. They modify them, and a Verb is saying that. B-Dot is a modified version, or he's a version of Lux, and he's saying, yeah, you cool, you calling me a Lux, but I modified it. Like, I'm not just Lux, I'm a modified version of Lux. I'm better than Lux. The way he's talking.
Well, you saying B-Dot is saying that? I hope not.
The whole line is that. The whole line is killer to that. The whole line is, he says, saying I'm a fake Lux. And if it wasn't for him planting the seeds, I never see the grass grow. I see the GM, but I'm harvesting these raps, bro. You can't just weed through and crop out the nigga that modified it like Monsanto. Come on. That was fire. Monsanto, GMO, they're modifying the crops with the seeds. B-Dot is saying he's a modified version of Lux. He's better than Lux.
I hope not. I hope not. That's what happened to JC. Don't go down this route, B-Dot.
What he was saying earlier, listen to me clearly, Organic. Don't you ever, and I mean ever, call time when someone is going into lyrical warfare. B-Dot was going into a showtime and you decided to stop the time. Never, ever, ever do that again.
Let's let that beat through in 3D too. So is show. I ride up by my lonely though. What's up?
Time.
Oh. Never. Because treats don't come that often. And when they come, you got to take up on them opportunities. Organic, you are the boss. You are the leader. You are allowed to break the rules whenever you want. The card is subject to change whenever you feel like it. Break the rules in this certain situation because B-Dot was going into something.
How do you got it?
I thought this was a clear for B Dot.
You thought it was clear in the first round for B Dot?
I got B Dot.
Here we go. Champion. I disagree.
I don't know how.
Tech.
I don't know how.
I thought that Verb had the line of the first round. I'll crush your Mount Rushmore dreams and hand you the damn pebbles.
No.
I thought that was the best line of the first round.
No.
Please tell me a line better than that.
That Monsanto, that whole setup was fire.
It wasn't nothing.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I disagree.
It was fire. I got one line B Dot, that his whole round was tailored and crafted, and it was fire. The whole line. B Dot got the first round.
I can say the same thing about Verb.
How?
Him switching paces, different rap patterns.
Nah.
Come on, the young Miles Verb is here and alive. The head nodded. In your face, knowing what it is.
Yeah, Verb was good. But it wasn't better than B Dot.
Better momentum build-ups?
No.
Verb had better momentum build-ups.
No.
And on top of that, B Dot is talking about the Lux comparisons. Verb didn't even bring Lux comparisons up.
He did.
The whole battle?
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. It's in the second and the third.
It's somewhere
He never
in there.
say Lux's name.
It's somewhere in there.
He never say Lux's name.
It's somewhere in there.
So it sounds like you're making these comparisons up. It
It's
sounds
somewhere
like
in
you're
there.
guilty.
It's somewhere in there. I'll find it, but it's somewhere in there.
You know what I mean? He never. Verb never brings up Lux's name.
It's somewhere in there.
Come on.
It's somewhere in there.
You calling people on yourself, B Dot. The noodles, the top ramen, that's not Lux. The different seasoning pack, that's not Lux.
I'm telling you, B Dot got this first round clear. We're
disagree.
gonna go back and forth.
I disagree
to agree, but I'm sorry. B Dot got this clear.
I felt like B Dot. Well, I think this is a fact now. He had to repackage his round, and that round wasn't. It was more to it, especially with the showtime that he had.
It was gonna get crazy,
but it didn't even get there.
Cause Organic did a foolish move.
I agree on that. You know what I mean? But that's the time limit. Start time limits. The referee, you gotta be fair on both sides, right?
That's true.
Should he have not prepared to the contractual agreement? You know what I mean? B Dot made Kotd agree to the contractual agreement. 230.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Who's writing two? Stop with the 230s, please.
I said that.
Stop. King of the Dot. Stop.
We shouldn't be having this debate.
You paying these guys thousands and thousands of dollars. Cut the 230 crap out. No. 3 minutes or more. Stop doing that, please. It's a joke when you do stuff like that.
I think Verb said I got a trick for you, and the time limit was the trick. I think the time limit was the trick that he used on B Dot.
230s are for PGs, up and comers who you really don't want to spend too much time on.
It sounds so much better coming from you.
They may bore you. Okay, but these guys are well-known figures in the battle rap community. Stop playing 3 minutes. Stop right now, King of the Dot, with the 230s. Stop. 3-minute rounds. These are grown men who've been in battle rap, who's proved time after time that they are the best in the game. Stop treating them like little kids and holding their hands. I'm sick of it.
Tech, you want a secret? They originally booked this for 2 minutes. It got bumped up to 2:30.
That's horrible.
Oh my
That's despicable.
Unbelievable.
That's terrible.
Unbelievably soft, King of the Dot. Unbelievable. So, but the first one we have it debatable between the two. I got Verb. You have B Dot. Second round. Let's see how you call this one.
Second round. Verb come in. He finesse y'all, and y'all don't get it. You don't inspire us. You're a rioter. He turned out his community while I'm outside. Shoddy cock. Verb. I'm a black-owned business. Fire. You righteous uffers are licensed suckers. How you gonna pick me apart and enlighten, brother? You preach changing your discussions. But what if I like destruction? What if I like hearing drums? What if I like percussion? Fire. I'm starting to hear that old Verb.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my head at the screen. My face is balled up. I make y'all nightmares look like Nickelodeon. Celebrate the death of Mickey Fat's pen pal. I'm the West now looking for blood like the West now. You can never sit me down unless it's a step down.
Eyes in the back of my head, arachnophobia?
Sir?
I want to see how you call this round, man. I don't know.
Sir, Verb, you were classic Verb in the second round. Fire Verb. I thought this was one of your best rounds. I thought it was well executed. Picking up sort of where you left off in the first, but taking it a step further. You're riding uphill. I thought this was really good. B Dot comes in He had he came at this, so catching a bullet from a black man will be the only time you get a nigga pass.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. He had a 33 degrees. I squeeze, you get subtracted from the 40. Now that's 7. World domination. That was a dope line based on my calculations. He said, your father was tasteless. Your mother was patient, being a patient while daddy played surgeon, giving her facelifts. I thought that whole scheme was crazy. Your mom's up there, your dad's beating on your mom, and she's patient, being patient while daddy's giving her facelifts. That whole line was crazy. He had an angle about Verb growing up different, how Verb acts like a female, acts gay, etc., etc. I thought that he angled Verb pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. You know, I liked it. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. But I thought B. Dot ended his second round poorly to me. The way it ended was very poor, and I felt like Verb clearly won the second round.
Oh, so we're in agreement that Verb clearly got this. But one thing I do want to say, King of the Dot, I gotta call you out this King of the Dot because I feel like I buy you guys pay-per-views all the time. Even though you give it to me, I still buy it. Check the facts, check the files. You'll see that my name is on that buy list. You guys cut out a part where B. Dot jammed up. I'm pretty sure it was a good 3 to 5 seconds maybe, but that's out of the footage. Someone can say this is debatable. The second round is debatable without that jump in there. And the thing about this, the last time Aver battled the Saurus choked too bad. That was edited out the footage. In 2018, we cannot move on with this soft type of structure. In fact, it's not even structure. No more editing out the chokes, period. Stop it. I am disgusted. That is sloppy. It's like the referee saying, hell, everyone turned off the lights and added 8 more points to the opposing team. You can't do it.
No, you can't.
But I also
It's
have
not original.
I have a Verb with the second. So to me, I have a Verb winning the battle in the second round. You know what I mean? I think I had the utmost respect for B. Dot. You know what I mean? But I feel like his approach should have been a little different. He's an elevated thinker. He's a tactician. He's a strategist. Yeah. What he brought to Kotd to me was phenomenal. He tricked him. He catfished him. He did a battle rap catfish. Oh my goodness. He showed up to the battle in different attire than when the battle started. He put on a red hoodie. I feel like I don't feel that sense of a surprise to a Verb. This was predictable. I was kind of expecting you. I was expecting you to do this, but not do this. If that makes sense. This approach has been taken on Verb already.
Yeah, but it's the best. It's the best approach I've ever seen on Verb.
Nah,
and for a lot of new viewers who don't know, it sounds very well. It transitioned really well. It looked very good.
Disagree.
Who had a better angle? I thought this was.
I think B. Dot in the third had a better angle on a Verb than he did in the second.
B. Dot's angle on the third was phenomenal. God worthy.
Yeah.
Separate himself from boys to men.
B. Dot is special. He's checking his Instagram dates, seeing when he prays. I'll let you be my bad.
So Verb comes out.
Speaking too far.
I'm trying to be God body. I'm trying to be God body. And when you're trying to be God body, you can't put dead bodies in a live body. Dope. You ain't cautious. You toxic. If a fan don't like what you saying, you blocked him. When I was in jail, sentenced. Cats like you.
We both been in jail where I was locked in. Sensitive niggas like you was wearing stockings, holding niggas' pockets, getting plugged in they sockets. Downplay my legacy. What your stock is? You sat on the sofa. I opened the door for a whole region. What have you done for this culture?
I thought that was fire. I thought Verb was standard. Nothing over the top in the third round.
Yeah.
And B. Dot comes out, and I think this is where he closed the battle out for me.
Okay.
This is where it was clear B. Dot took this. You know, he wants the championship. He closed the space, closed it out. B. Dot come out. He's paying homage to all the legends. That whole rhyme pattern he had about saying all was fired. He talked about Verb taking checks and not caring about battles. Verb's been criticized over and over. He touched on that. Pay Verb.
I have no clue who started that.
Who are we getting? Who are we getting? Verb started that. Pay Verb.
Yeah, with his actions, honestly, yeah.
Then he said, I've been dying to get at you. Thanks to the King of the Dot for providing the services. Hey, I know a legend from Missouri. Maybe you heard of him. Michael Brown, they call him Big Mike straight out of Ferguson. Cops sworn to protect and serving them. Instead, they wanted them dead. Neighborhood watch observing them. Caught them in the middle of the street, swerved in them. Hands up, they still murdered them. I listen to all your CDs, watch all your battles. And about Mike Brown, I ain't heard one word from him. Hand down, man down. Fire. Fire. Closing out the battle.
Verb, even if this doesn't apply, I think Verb says somewhere like, oh, this doesn't make sense, but it's how he approached that. He made it make sense in your favor. He took something so minuscule as looking at your mixtapes, looking at your Instagram, and put it together perfectly. B-Dot is a tactician. He consistently closes out his battles like this against Kotd, against Verb, against Emerson Kennedy. I'm about to start giving B-Dot every third round.
I'm done with you, B-Dot. I'm done with you. May 20th was his birthday. This was the toughest times. Check his Instagram and he's saying happy birthday to Busta Rhymes. He ends it with an A-verb. That's the way you talk to your conscience. That whole lineup, that whole setup, he executed Verb in the third round. Execution.
I'm not debating the third tech.
The needle is going inside of Verb's arm. Execution. Fire round from B-Dot.
I gave B-Dot the third also.
I gave B-Dot the first and the third. We're going to disagree, argue back and forth. B-Dot got this battle 2-1. B-Dot had the round of the battle in the third round. He separated himself from A-Verb in that third round. Like you said,
A-Verb had a consistency of the battle. Give A-Verb the first and the second.
This battle's a microwave stopper for me.
It is.
Fire battle, great battle, but I got B-Dot winning this clear, and I don't see how you can see it any other way, but...
I don't see how you can see it that way, sir.
Well...
Now, what I want to say, even though it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, like you said, it's still a replayable battle.
It is.
Well, what I want to get into... You got something to say?
No, I said that.
Now. This Lux comparison to B-Dot. Now, we write down bars. In terms of mannerisms, they might be similar. In terms of writing, B-Dot and Loaded Lux are nothing alike. I challenge one of you guys to write down a few of Lux's bars, read them to yourself, and do the same thing with B-Dot. I'm tired of these comparisons. Because if y'all want to discredit B-Dot for being like Lux, you know how many people I should discredit for sounding like Tech 9? You know how many people I should discredit for sounding like Surf, moving like Surf? Even Twerk just started. There's a whole bunch of Twerk clones. So I'm not about to sit in here and just jump on B-Dot for having a mannerism. The point. That's when you talk to somebody when that black woke power, Principal Clark, that's how he talk to people. Stop doing the drugs. Stop doing the drugs.
So crack,
yeah. You know what I mean? So that's how I have it. Shout out to A-Verb and shout out to B-Dot.
For Fire Battle.
Fire Battle, I like it. This one for the Bucks. Champion.
I be there, mama. They know who I am, mama. Still your little boy. To them, I'm the man, mama. Smile a bit. I shook a couple hands, mama. I'm getting there. I made a couple